Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. My name's Tracy, and in this video I'm going to review this yarn. I've left it largely on my shelf unnoticed. I bought it some time ago, and I did actually show it on a yarn haul, but I've not used it before, and well, I'm actually really pleasantly surprised. If you're kind of not new to my channel, you'll know that I'm making some garden cushion covers at the moment, seat covers. And I've made one with one sort of brightly coloured yarn, and then I just chose to have a little play with this one to see what it would look like. And I've been really surprised by it. And it's called Magic Aran, and I got this from Poundstretcher in the UK, which is an inexpensive store. It's $3.99 for 250 grams. So that I have seen cheaper yarn, but not necessarily an Aran weight, which is a 4 weight in the US. You normally find we have a lot of DK 3 weight in this country, but not so much different Arans on our shelves. We usually get pretty kind of standard beiges, cream colour, dark kind of blues and reds, any colour that is kind of the usual for the Aran jumper, sweater or cardigan. But this was quite brightly coloured, and there's this little illustration here on the side of what it looks like when it's knitted, and I knew it wouldn't look the same if I crocheted with it, but I've used the one that's kind of like Bloom in the US, where you get this little flower, which you can buy in Poundland and online. But this one's very similar, but it's kind of more banding. And I still don't really know what this is meant to be. Little flower, I guess. And it does show up that way. But what I really like about this, I'm going to make my loop bigger because I don't want to pull it out. What I really like about this is that it comes up like, I would say, distressed paintwork. You know, when you were young, and some of you may still be young, but when the paintwork gets a little bit old and it sort of goes a bit scratchy, and this was what it reminds me of. It kind of reminds me of that old oil-based paint that possibly had lead in it. You know, it kind of just looked a bit distressed on doorways and was getting a little cracked. And I really, really like it. It's got some really lovely pale yellows and pale greens and blues in it. And I just love the way that it's making up. I also like the feel of it. And I'm getting my yarn in a twist. It works up really well. Now, I'm just, for this particular cushion cover, because it was a yarn that makes its own pattern, I'm just simply doing a half treble, which is a half double in the US. So, and I always cinch down my first chain. I think it helps to keep my edge much sharper. So it really is lovely to work with. It just glides. It's soft, but it's durable. You can feel that it is in fact durable. And I'm looking to see, it is just a simple weave. It's not chained in any way. So it is just nicely woven, but I really, really enjoy working with this. And it doesn't feel, to me, when I'm using it, it doesn't feel like a cheap yarn from a cheap store. The only thing is, since we've been on this lockdown, I know that I'm not going to be able to get out and maybe get some more of this. And I did see somebody who'd put some on eBay for a crazy inflated price. And they had 2 balls of this particular colourway. And as you saw on my yarn band, they are just $3.99. But they were charging way more than that, and I mean probably about £15 for a couple of balls. And I don't know if there was postage. I didn't stick around on their listing to kind of look at it, but well worth the price of $3.99. 250 grams, and they're lovely and soft. I could have just going to show you the actual ball. They come in this lovely plastic as well, so they're nice and protected, and they've been on my shelf in this plastic so that they don't get dusty. The only criticism I've got of these yarn bands is I don't think they show you the yardage. They do show you the washing instructions. It's even a warm wash, and you can machine wash it on warm. So they do that, but they don't show you the yards. I've looked everywhere on here and I can't see it, which is a bit of a shame. I would like to know how many yards there are in this, but I can't see it anywhere. So I think they should all show it. It also doesn't have the 4 weight on it, but it does say that it's Magic Aran, but they're not showing the 4 on the little symbol. So whether this isn't kind of older stock, but I know they've still got it in the store. And I looked online because I thought, well, we're not going to be getting out and about at the moment with the lockdown, and I wouldn't mind getting some more of it. And they do have a lovely pink colour and some other colours. I don't know if I've still got it on my... No, I shut it down. There was pinks and browns and this colour, and I think a blue. I'm not sure if I can remember the different colours that they had, but I really have to say that it's lovely to work with. It's really soft. Let's get the ball up. And yeah, it's nice. It's got a lovely sort of soft feel, you know, not just a squishiness, but it's got a silky feel to it. Really kind of impressed with it. So I'm going to carry on making my seat cushions, and I was only going to do cushions for one seat, like a top and a bottom for this out of this, but I'm going to try and go as far as I can with it, and maybe even discard the other one, because I really like these, and they're softer on the skin as well because they're really lovely and silky soft. But I like it. I think it's I just love the colours. I think they're great together, but I just like and it's a nice long variation as well. You get a nice amount before the colour change. It does a good banding, and I like the changes of colour in this. You know, the actual scheme of colours. I think it looks really good. I'm glad I got this colourway, but I don't think they had in the store when I was buying this. The one criticism I do have of Poundstretcher is that I don't always have an awful lot of any one particular yarn. So I've used a few of theirs over the time. If you saw my chunky mile a minute blanket, I had to buy that over quite a period of time, enough yarn to make that whole blanket, because you'd go in and sometimes they've got 3 or 4 and sometimes they've just got 1 or 2 and sometimes they don't have any. But I've not actually come across a time where those yarns didn't have any in. But these ones are not one that they stock all the time, I've found. So I wish I had got more, unfortunately. Can't go back there now at the moment. So as soon as I can, hopefully they'll still have it in, because I would like to get some more. So all in all, a big thumbs up for the Magic Aran. I could try knitting with it and see what it comes up like, but I haven't got my knitting needles here with me, so unfortunately can't do any knitting. They're locked down in another house, so won't be able to give it a try. And I don't really want to buy more needles. I've got loads. So it's and I prefer crochet, but I really love this colour scheme. And I like I just like the feel of it, and I like it with the half treble crochet, half double in US. I just think it looks nice, and it reminds me of something, and I can't quite put my finger on it. Something from when I was younger. It just got a kind of brings me a memory. But one that eludes me, if you know what I mean. But it does. It's got a nice familiar feeling. Just pretty. I really like it. So I hope you manage, if you can, in the UK to get hold of some and give it a try. I'm going to, if I can, try and get my hands on another colourway. But I have to see what happens after this lockdown. So thanks for watching. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the little subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And hopefully you'll be informed when there are new videos. So thank you, and I will see you all again soon. Bye for now.